Hello, everybody, and welcome to my second broadcast here on Twitch. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out, so this isn't going to be a long one. Today, we're going to take a little trip through the air. We're going to check out Flight Simulator 10, or FSX as it's known, done by Microsoft. Which, by the way, no longer is developing Flight Simulator. It was recently purchased by Dovetail Games, who's releasing a game here at the end of April called Flight School, which looks very intriguing. It'll be released on Steam. And I'm kind of excited about that. We'll check it out. Now, those of you who think Flight Simulator boring. Well, fuck you. For some people, sure, they're boring. Others, like me, no, they're not. They're actually very intense. It's not easy to do. Not as easy as it looks. I mean, if you're just going to hop in a plane and buzz around and crash into things, sure, you know, it's kind of boring. But actually following protocol and flying an airplane the way you would in real life within a simulator is actually not as easy as you think it would be. And I'm just going to do a short flight today. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but I did want to get in a quick broadcast here today. So we're going to check this out. And later on, we'll another time down the road, we'll revisit FSX once I get my hangar reinstalled. I had to reinstall this game a while back, and I forgot to back up my hangar, so I don't have any of the planes that I had. I'll take you guys on a little trip bush flying. I haven't decided on the region yet, but I think it'll be overseas somewhere. Bush flying is incredibly intense, and if you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what it is, then, well, you know, keep checking back, and when we revisit FSX, you'll find out exactly what it is and what I mean. So let's get started. Take a second to load here. And you start up Flight Sim, and you get greeted with this little screen. This is the free flight screen. This is where I have it set to start, and we get to choose our aircraft, the location, the weather, and the time and season. We're going to keep it simple today. Going to fly single engine prop. My favorite. This is a downloadable plane. I should say it's an add-on. It's a third-party developer. This is paid. It's from a company called Carenado. It's the Cessna Skylane 2 RG R182, and this one will be white and red. It has retractable gear. Seats 4. And just has a basic analog console cockpit, which you'll see here in a second. We're going to fly out of one of my local airports. We'll start at parking, so we have to taxi. From Northeast Ohio, so we'll be starting at Burke Lakefront Airport. It's just east of downtown Cleveland, located right on the tropical shores of Lake Erie. I'm going to keep the weather fair because it's not very nice outside today, but you can select real world weather within and update it regularly. I'm not going to go with that because it's not very nice out today, and it's very difficult to fly a plane like this in winds. So, and we're going to keep it daytime. So, and let's get started. Simple enough. Goes to the loading screen. Loads up all the scenery, traffic, all the other good stuff. And, oh. No. Looks like my second monitor went black. It's a problem with this game. We're going to have to window this. So, you can see my other screen. Okay, very good. I gotta open up a couple things here real quick. Let's move this down. This is the trim control panel, which you need to be able to see. Let's set my rear view. And we should be just about ready to go. First thing we do is we contact air traffic control and request taxi to runway. Tune the ground, because that's where we're at. We're just going to remain in pattern.
Lakefront ground, Cessna, November 937, Charlie Alpha, with Quebec. Request taxi for takeoff, touch and go. Cessna, November 937, Charlie Alpha, taxi to and hold short of runway 6 right using taxiway Golf Alpha. Contact tower on 124.3 when ready.
And you have to acknowledge his taxi clearance. I'm going to turn on what's called progressive taxi so we can see exactly which direction we're supposed to go.
Taxi, hold short, runway 6, right.
Close the
taxiway
ATC
Golf
window.
Alpha, Cessna, 7,
If we look
Charlie
outside
Alpha.
the plane, we can see these arrows here on the ground. But I know which direction I have to go in, so we will lower the dashboard. And we get started. R is right behind us. And when you're approaching the runway, you hold short. This line right here. Once we're here, contact tower. So we tune our radio. Radios are automatically tuned for us in the ATC window, which makes things a lot easier. Once we're tuned, contact tower, requesting takeoff clearance, VFR to remain in pattern. You'll probably have us turn to the left, which is out over the lake.
Lakefront tower, Cessna, November 937, Charlie Alpha, ready at runway 6, right, touch and go. Cessna, November 937, Charlie Alpha, cleared for takeoff, runway 6, right, touch and go. Last track, approved.
We acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 6, right, Cessna, 7, Charlie Alpha.
One of the most important things to do before you go out onto the runway is make sure you are clear. So you check, make sure there's no traffic coming in. Taxi out onto the runway. Now we give ourselves as much runway as possible. Always. gear. We set our parking brake. And we take off. Gently push the accelerator up to full power. Get the brakes on. Automatically want to turn to the left, so you've got to get the light and rudder, compensate for it. Wish I had rudder pedals. I don't right now. So we reach 80. Blood pressure back on the stick. Left traffic means we turn to the left, basically make a circle back to the runway where we took off. Maintain 500 feet per minute. Reach roughly 1,100 feet.
Alpha, cleared, touch and go, last traffic.
some reason when I land at 6R, ATC is not contacting me. So, no big deal. Lined up real nice there. We'll just taxi over ourselves. I think it may be glitched. If I would have landed on 6L, the tower would have contacted me. Told me to, as soon as we touched down, turn off the first available taxiway, contact ground, to request clearance to parking, and just go ourselves. Like I said, I really wish I had rudder pedals. I'm eventually going to pick up a full setup. I used to have one many a year ago, back in 04, or for flights in 2004. I apologize. And I had a full flight yoke and rudder pedals. It was a lot of fun. Made it a bit more realistic. If you ever look into this stuff, I gotta tell you, you could take out a second mortgage putting together a fake cockpit for this game. It's hysterical. I like doing it, but I'm not into aviation that much. I'm also into combat sims. World War I, though, because I like old aviation. Turn in. And spot. The same spot we're looking for. Home. Alright, that's it. That's a simple touch and go. Excuse me. That's Flight Simulator for you. If you're wondering why you don't see a little picture of me down here in the left-hand corner, it's because I don't have a webcam. I may be picking one up. I never really had a use for one. But if you people actually want to see my ugly-ass mug while I'm playing one of these games, whatever, maybe I'll pick it up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Next week, I plan on taking a little trip back in time. I'm going to do an entire series, a classic PC game from the late 90s that involves a game that you play on a tabletop. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say for now. It is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. And basically give you a whole walk through the entire program and even tell you where you can get it. Because I believe it's now public domain. I'm not quite sure if it is completely. But I'll make sure I know that information next week and I'll let you know for sure. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little trip to the skies here from my one of my home airports. Home fields, you want to call it, whatever. If you like the video, make a comment, leave a comment, whatever the case might be. Give a follow, please. If you liked what you saw today, just give a follow. And come back next week. Monday, Tuesday, not sure when. Just check back. I'll post it on the offline screen. and I'm going to do it and show you one of my favorite games of all time. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and see you later.